excerpt from a poem by T.S. Eliot. Words move, music moves, only in time, but that which is only living can only die. Words, after speech, reach into silence. Only by the form, the pattern, can words reach into the stillness, or say that the end precedes the beginning, and that the end and the beginning were always there, before the beginning and after the end. And all is always now. Words strain, crack, and sometimes break under the burden, under the tension, slip, slide, perish, decay with imprecision, will not stay in place, will not stay still.
Speed, time, focus, precision, racetrack.
What happens when a city discards a gift in return for a function? What if the gift was of knowledge or a home for their abandoned children? How do you reclaim what was lost? What affects how a child remembers their life? Do children see and experience things differently than adults? How can a child's surroundings affect the person they become?
What happens when a site designed for memory becomes forgotten? Can a site serve as a catalyst for uniting a community? What lies beneath a landscape of death? Is this space the catalyst? How does light affect your emotions? And what are the symbolic connotations associated with hovering above death and occupying below death?
What if there's a layer between prison and society? Layers of seeing, layers of surveillance. What if surveillance is not purely visual? What if the prisoners had control of their seeing? Would this make society uncomfortable? How can society feel safe while walking down the street with the prison?
Are there spiritual or emotional processes which are universal and understood the same across cultures? Are there some emotions which are essential to human life? What is hope? How is it processed? Why is it significant? What happens in a place where it ceases to exist? Is a feeling of hope enough to sustain people facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles? What about hoping for a result which can never occur? Does hope become an evil? And even when it doesn't keep its promise, is hope still necessary to give people strength to face everything?
What exactly does culture mean to a people? Is it a remembered history, or information, or things that they've written down in the past? What happens when these are forgotten? Or what happens when we want to forget them and start anew? To create a new identity or express oneself in a new way? How do we do that?
History, direction and movement, creating and merging of past, present, and future. Canals, how to connect to present day and city events, a way of connecting to the extreme seasons. View capsules, layering, a translation of the fragmentation of providence.
I put my face in the washing machine, or in the window rather, and I saw the spin cycle of my life across the glass, although I doubt it's real glass. Pressed against the wall like a ride at the county fair of my childhood, and I watched rain fall, like the Baltic Sea bringing salty suds to wash my toes. It was a surprise, and I wonder, who will wash my clothes when I die?
Though cranes and bulldozers came, yanked free marble and creaked stones, like loose teeth, and then shovels, unearthed coffins, and Christ's stained glass face no longer pain. Windows that like a steeple, piano, bell, and hymnals, followed that rolling graveyard. Over the quick dying streams, the soon obsolete bridges, they still congregated there. Wading and crossing in boats, those last Sunday nights, their farms, already lost in the lake. Left of their world as they lit the church with candles and sang, for memory, deep as water, old hymns and resurrection, for before leaving that high ground where the dead had once risen.
What does it mean to be an astronomer? To look it up at the stars, to measure, to observe, to see all the things that you've never seen before. The object sits abandoned in the landscape, always looking at the stars and the sun, tracking its movement throughout the day, wondering, waiting for an inhabitant.
Upon entering the site, my immediate impression is a paradox between what is monumental and then what is personalized. How can private, comfortable space coexist with something so mechanical? How can an area of land so ingrained within the culture of Birmingham lie underused and underappreciated?
I don't think they get it. Nobody understands. Nobody even notices. There are people there. How can I make them see? Make them hear? Should they touch it? It moved me. It moved me somewhere else. They're not backyards, but they're dogs. Maybe that's why. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe they remember. Maybe that's it. It's their mom. It's their dad. It's their best friend. How do they not remember? They don't even try. I think I would try. Maybe.
I put my face in the washing machine. Or in the window. Shut up! Worst class!
Okay.
It happens to be the first line. I didn't actually put my
You're
face.
smiling really big saying it. Alright, alright.
Because I was thinking about actually putting it back in the washing machine.
Okay. Say two.
Okay.
And
How can I make them see? Michael clap. Why'd you laugh? I was
because
turned back.
it's very.
And you can splice this, right? Make it
Yeah.
look
I'm not sitting still.
Let's go.
What does it mean to be an astronomer? To look at.
That's okay.
Astronomer. I'm sorry.
And don't move your head very much.
Take two.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
Upon entering the school, oh shit. So let's start that over.
You're good.
Alright, okay.
What do you have? Go.
So I can just go.
Remember, don't move your head. Okay.
Stop laughing.
Oh, I think you're just like an actress here. You better. You cannot be the You can see this? Okay.
Yeah, I really can see it. But you're holding it upside down.
Oh.
Like this way.
Split thing.
My finger miss?
Yes.